Prosecutors have demanded a sentence of 12 years in jail for Samsung Electronics Vice Chairman Lee Jae-yong. He was appealing a conviction handed down this past August for his role in the power abuse scandal involving the previous Park Geun-hye administration. His charges include bribery, embezzlement, and hiding assets overseas. Lee Ji-won has the latest.
The independent counsel team was firm. It demanded 12 years for Samsung Electronics Vice Chairman Lee Jae-yong at his appeals trial on Wednesday. The prosecution said this is a typical case of corruption involving politicians and business leaders and requested the same 12 years it initially demanded back in August. Though in the original ruling, the court found Lee guilty of all 5 charges, including bribery and embezzlement, it had sentenced him to only 5 years, saying that some of the money Lee had Samsung donate to 2 foundations, about $19 million, cannot be considered a bribe. The foundations were controlled by former President Park Geun-hye's longtime confidant Choi Soon-sil. This time, in the hope of getting a different result, the prosecution made changes to the petition for appeal by broadening the bribery charge related to the funds to make it easier to prove Lee guilty. Another change in the petition for appeal includes specifying a bribery charge related to Samsung's sponsorship of the equestrian training of Choi's daughter. The charge is also supported by some new evidence added this time, text messages and call logs between the former senior presidential secretary for policy coordination An Jong-bum and executives at Samsung Electronics, which show them discussing Samsung's purchase of horses. The Samsung heir allegedly gave or planned to give a total of $38 million to former President Park and Choi. A verdict is expected in mid or late January, but it's likely there will be yet another appeal, this time with the Supreme Court. And that will be the final ruling for Samsung Group's Lee Jae-yong on his charges in the power abuse scandal. Lee Ji-won, Arirang News.